We're going ploughing. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another video. This one will just be like a day on the farm, I suppose. I'm checking the sheep at the minute. First job of the day. Check the sheep. And these are the ewes that we've put into lamb for March next year. So the tups just came out. Was it not last week, the weekend before? So the tups have been out for 2 weeks now. So we normally lamb by about the 4th of March. So we normally lamb. These ones have got, I don't know if you can see, but these ones have got yellow marks for the, so she's a yellow mark there, so she's going to be one of the first batches, and then the ones over there with the red marks on are going to be in the second batch. So if you don't know anything about what the colours are for, it's so we know which ones are going to be lambing earlier, which are the yellow tails, and we know which ones are going to be lambing later, which are the red tailed ones. And also it means we can adjust like the feed and stuff. So we'll get them scanned on the 20th of December, around about there, and it lets us know which ones are going to be having a single, so one lamb, which ones are going to be having a pair, so 2 lambs, and which ones are going to be having 3s. And then we can separate them all off, and when we start feeding them in January and February time, we can give them the correct amount of feed, because you don't want to be giving a ewe that's having 1 lamb the same amount of feed as one that's having 3 lambs, because she's probably going to be having too much feed. The one with a single and the one with a triplet will end up having not enough. And then if you feed them too much, so the singles have too much feed, you get really big lambs, and it's difficult lambing for the ewes, and sometimes the lambs are a little bit slower to get going. And if you don't give them enough, so the triplets, if you don't give them enough feed, normally you can get what's known as twin lambs, so it's like nutrition deficiencies, and the lambs sometimes aren't big enough or haven't got enough milk. So it's all about getting the right amount of food and intake to the right ones. As for the breeds, there's a mixture we'll run with. We've got mules, we've got Texels, we've got cross Texels, there's a couple of Suffolks, we've got some cross Suffolks, there's some Aberfells, and there's some Cheviot cross things. Right, so I've come down to the other farm. Dad's taken some cast ewes and some lambs to the mart this morning. So just while he's away, I'm going to have a tidy up. I've got where I did all the draining the last couple of weeks, we've pulled up quite a lot of the blocked pipes, but the clay ones, and we like to keep, if they're good, we like to keep them for repairing any other bits of drains if we've got to do any. So I've got all the pipes to pick up that were pulled out, like the good ones to keep, and I've also got the old plastic pipes were pulled out that were knackered and full. I've got them to take from, well, you can't really see through there, but I've got them to take from halfway up here to the gateway. Just a bit of a tidy up job, and then I've got some stones in that field that were pulled up with a digger, some right big ones. We'll get them pulled off, and I think we should be about finished. So yeah, a lot of these pipes that we've dug up are old horseshoe ones down here, all dug in by hand a long time ago. So we've replaced a lot of it with the plastic pipes, but these are the ones that got knackered from being on the tram lines. So I've got like all that there and that bit there. Take up to the gateway. It's a bit wet and sloppy. The last load here. We're going to come and pick that. We'll come and pick that pipe up with a pickup and trailer, because that's the road just there. Because we need to take it to the other farm. Now we've picked that up, we'll go and collect the other pipe work, the clay stuff. Right, so we've got all the plastic pipes sorted. I've got all the clay ones put piled up over there. GoPro ran out of battery, so I had to go and get another one. Now, when we're digging all the trenches, we found a few stones, so I'm going to pick them up, and we've got a stone pile down there, and we'll put them down there. Right, so we've got all the stones picked off, check. Clay pipes stacked up, check. And plastic pipe put ready for picking up with the trailer, check. So I'm going to go back up to the other farm now. We'll go back to the other farm because we've got some other things to sort out. Next jobs that are coming up are, I've got to put a little 2 for a plough on this tractor, and some of the boundaries on the fields are a bit overgrown, so I need to plough them out a little bit because the weeds and all that are creeping into the fields. I've got the 240 and the drill and the subsoil to wash, and I've also got winter bean seed to take back to the grain store since we're not going to be sowing it. So, got a few things to get on with. Hopefully you can all hear me, but we're in the 434 International with the 2 for a plough on. And what we're doing is taking a bit off the edge of the field where it's a bit wide, because of the direct drill and we're not working any land. There's some of the weeds, and sometimes like it's grown in a bit, but we're not having to plough. Normally we would obviously plough them out, but I can't do that at the minute, so we're just using a little old tractor for it. So yeah, with these, some of these grass verges got quite wide, and they only need to be 2 meters from the center of the hedge, which is why I'm ploughing them out. So this one wants to be about here, so we'll get another bit just ties up the edge of the fields. Obviously we're selling all the ploughs, like the big one, to go down the direct drill route. We've got to use a little tractor and plough. Gives it a job to do. 434. No heater on it, but luckily it's a warmish sort of day. Got 2 for a plough, got a bit of grass stuck in it. Yeah, she's good. We're ploughing. So I blocked up a little bit. So this one here, what we need to do is get the centre of the hedge with a tape measure. Then we'll measure it. Yeah, you see that's 280 with 2.8 meters, and it should be to there. So that's at least, I would say that's at least 4 furrows. So we'll play our 2 widths to do on here. We've got to keep 2 meters from the centre of the hedge for the cross compliance thing. So we're just taking a bit extra off. I think the plan after we get the plough, we'll get everything cleaned up, and then we're going to be washing machines next week. Get everything all tidied up, and I've got some beans to take down to the grain store. So let me try and get finished with this today. It's a bit chilly. It's only 5 degrees. Right, we've got that job finished. Got it's about 2 meters as to here from the centre of the hedge. So I've got that. I know just a little bit extra, but it leaves a clean cut, so like the weeds and all the grasses on that side, then we'll have a nice crop in here. Just because with direct drilling, everything was getting overgrown. Because usually when we used to plough, with the old system, we could obviously plough out the ends every few years, but with selling the plough, the big one, we can't do that now, so I had to use a little one. So that's the job done, and we'll head home now. That's it. We've got her all washed now, finished with. Let her dry off and then we'll put her away. And I think that'll about do it for now, so I'll see you later.